Started here, right outside of New York City's Hot 97 radio station. 50 Cent was on the air with Funkmaster Flex announcing that he was dropping the game from G-Unit Records for what he saw as disloyalty. Police say that Game, who himself had been on Hot 97 earlier in the day, returned to the studios and tried to enter the building during 50's interview. Shots were fired. A 24-year-old man from Compton was wounded in the leg. Police have identified the victim, and they do expect him to fully recover. But it doesn't stop here. Later on Monday night, some 25 blocks uptown in front of this building, the Offices of Violator Management, which handles 50 Cent, among others, more shots were fired. Now, according to police, no one was injured in this scuffle, and there are no suspects in the shooting either. Now, if you're familiar with 50 Cent and Game, then you have to be familiar with the tension that's been brewing between the two almost from the start. 50 Cent's adoption of Game into the G-Unit allegedly came at the behest of Interscope Records. And when the attention from the label and producer, Dr. Dre, turned to the Compton rapper's debut instead of 50's own album, 50's frustration started to surface.
People see Game and they don't necessarily automatically think G-Unit. Right. Is he treated like an outsider? Or?
No, because it's a joint situation. Because G in the Aftermath, he has two bases. So he'll communicate with the people that are closest to him. You know, it'll be miscommunications at some points on the Game project that make people feel like I dislike him. You know, because I get frustrated with not knowing, exactly what's going on. I look at it and go, well, whatever.
But the seeds of Monday's events between 50 Cent and the Game started much earlier, when 50 recorded a song for the Massacre called Piggy Bank, which targets some of rap's most respected names, Fat Joe, Jadakiss, and Nas. Last month, we asked Game about the position Piggy Bank put him in.
If 50 does a record about Jadakiss and Fat Joe, what does that mean for you?
I'm not getting in that.
You're not going to get into that?
No. Jadakiss is a good friend of mine, and I've had a chance to meet and talk with Fat Joe on several occasions, and I think that they're perfectly good dudes. I'm not jumping in the middle of that.
But Monday afternoon, the Game did find himself in the middle of that as a guest on Hot 97, telling host Angie Martinez that he wasn't a part of 50's beefs with others. The Game also downplayed any conflicts he had with 50 himself. He said, quote, "I'ma keep making that good gangster music. I'ma play the background, let that man do what he do, and keep it Compton." At the same time, across town, 50 Cent saw it differently. He appeared on another New York radio station, Power 105, and called the Game, quote, disrespectful for not having his back in the Piggy Bank beef. He also criticized the Game for taking credit for the work 50 put behind the scenes on Game's debut. And by interview's end, he had booted the Game out of G-Unit.
So where does he stand as far as G-Unit is concerned right now?
Across the street or around the corner. He's not in my camp.
Not at all.
No way.
Hours later, 50 Cent would confirm the move on Funkmaster Flex's Hot 97 show. An interview cut short when shots were fired outside the building and 50 was quickly ushered away.
New York police say they have no suspects in those shootings yet, but that 50 Cent himself was not involved in the one outside Hot 97.